Hi, guys. Welcome to the Rich in Truth podcast. We have a very, very, very special guest today. I feel very blessed. This is her first ever podcast. Can we give it up to my friend Khalia?
This is so surreal, I swear to God. It's so surreal.
I
But
know,
yes, thank you for having me, babes.
It's a pleasure, darling. Absolute pleasure. How are you feeling?
I was saying to you before, I feel a bit nervous, a little nerviosa. And it's because obviously we're very good friends and, the conversations that we have.
I know it's not for y'all, okay? It's not for y'all. But I told her, don't worry, we keeping it chill, okay? We're being grown, proper women today.
Yeah, we're being very demure, very,
yes.
what's the word that
Make
they've
our
been
grannies
using?
proud.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So we're going to kick it off with, tell us where you was born.
Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in London. I moved over here when I was about 6. And then I moved back to Jamaica in 2017 to pursue music like properly. So it's like I did a full circle of my life. So now I'm still living there, but I'm over here because I'm on tour and that kind of thing. Yeah.
And,
Sorry, ain't no way my daddy calling me right now. Let me put that on Do Not Disturb.
right, hold on. Let me thingy. Okay, yeah. So when did you develop your love for music, would you say?
I would say I've always had it. Like, I always wanted to be an entertainer, like even if it was just dancing, acting, singing, but I'm the best at singing out of those 3 things.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I picked. I remember being asked for the first time what I wanted to be, and me did say I want to be a dancehall queen because at the time, being a man dancehall queen was out, and I did love dance. I went up myself. She is a dancehall queen for life, like dynamite. Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah.
All right. So obviously we're limited on time, but I feel like you've had a really unique journey. Obviously you touched upon it. Being born in Jamaica, going to London, then going back to Jamaica, but I know you've gone to other places like LA, and so just kind of like give us a quick summary. Clear.
Okay. Obviously, in the pursuit of happiness. No, in the pursuit of it is happiness in a way. Chasing your dreams and trying to be what you envision for yourself.
Yeah.
You might end up looking to a certain market that you think is the right way to go, because back then everyone was like, you got to go to LA, you got to go to America. So yeah, I was there for a little while, and my home was just calling me, and I'm so happy. Like, you just have to learn to go where your heart is taking you and where the universe is really like wanting you to go. Yeah.
Definitely. And like, what would you say has been like your biggest obstacle? And I say that to say I have so much respect for you, not just as a friend, but as an artist, because I remember where we come from. So for those who don't know, me and Khalia actually met in a call center, okay? The infamous call center called GoGen that was based in Hackney. But when I say they employed some amazing people there. Like,
a lot of people were creatives because it gave us the space to, like, you could just book your shifts whenever. So it gave you the flexibility, and the pay was actually good at the time.
No, it was,
It was good.
It's actually our Sunday pay was even more than what the minimum
wage is now. Yeah. So but yeah, we used to work in a call center together, and you know what? Like, I wouldn't, although it's not what you want to be doing, I wouldn't change that part of my journey. I wouldn't. It was so much fun. I met you. I met more amazing people. And I think it taught me things that I still use today. Communication is very important. If you're only able to communicate via the phone, then it means that you don't have body language, you don't have eye contact, so you have to learn how to communicate in different ways. And so use some of those things like in my life, like when I'm networking or
Yeah.
speaking to people, publicly speaking,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we had a time. Honestly, we worked with a murderer and we didn't know. Like,
It's not even funny, but oh my
no, it's
God.
not funny, but it's just mad because it was
Yeah.
like, you are a psychotic murderer and we used to work with you and we don't know. But then I met some of my best friends there, as we said, and I love them
Yeah.
to bits. And then we've just met people that have gone on to do like just amazing things.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just say that to say, never be ashamed. Like, if you're on a pursuit of whether it's music or whether
Absolutely.
it's acting or whatever it is that you're trying to do, never be ashamed of where you are at your stage in life right now.
Mm.
Keep pushing, because that's the difference between the people that make it and the people that don't, is that you give up. Just
That
never
is
give up, literally.
so real. Never be ashamed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the times we feel like we have to be here, and because of social media, you know, we're posting the best parts of our lives. And when I was at GoGen working in the call center, I was pursuing music, but I would only post that's what I'm doing. I wasn't posting that I was in the call center. So, you know, when you're looking at other people as well, don't compare yourself to feel like, oh, look at me, I have to have this job to hold it down. Bills got to be paid at the end of the day,
Period.
you
Period.
know. And until you're able to not rely on a 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5 and pursuing your goals at the same time. Enough people try to tell you sell your course and tell you say you must quit your job and all of these things when you can't pay your rent. Don't do it here. Make sure so you can pay your bills them and just think smart and keep pursuing that goal whilst you're, you know, having your job.
100%, babe. 100%. So yeah, what was your biggest obstacles, you think, whilst you was pursuing music?
That's a good question. I had so many, but I would say finding it didn't seem like an obstacle then, but actually finding myself, like deciding who, because I started off singing R&B.
I remember.
Yeah.
Then you went to pop.
The pop, yeah. I had like a whole
I'll never forget that couch video. I always just remember, and I'm like, Khalia, I think you had like silver hair or grey
yes,
hair.
I had
and-
grey hair, braids. That was my LA moment. And then dancehall and reggae is something that I didn't fight it per se, but I just didn't envision myself as a reggae artist. Even though I love reggae music, for some reason it wasn't what I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, because I think because I looked up to Rihanna, she was the first Caribbean female act to really break through. And so the music that she was doing wasn't the music that I loved. And not that I don't love her music, but you know what I mean? It's not the music I grew up on. So I guess I kind of felt like, okay, this is the type of music that I have to do. So yeah, R&B, pop. And it's the music that I grew up listening to as well that inspired me. But reggae is my home and I listened to that calling. So yeah, even though at the time it didn't feel like an obstacle, looking back, I think that, and then it's the journey at the same time. Can I call it an obstacle? I don't know.
I feel like, yeah, it probably would be, because first of all, you're a female in this business. That's already difficult in itself. So you need to know who you are. I feel like the industry gives a lot more grace to males like that want to try out new things, but
That's
I feel like
true.
for a female to actually get the respect, you need to be polished, which means you need to know who you are.
It's
you need to
true.
know what's your genre.
It's true. And I feel much more grounded now than I was before. Back then I felt, do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Sing, girl.
That's
sing,
how I
girl.
And now, like, I know who I am. I feel grounded in the music that I'm putting out. I feel when I'm writing, it feels much more real. You know, the music that I was writing then, although I'm a great songwriter, if I do say so myself,
You are.
it just didn't feel like it was coming from a place of truth.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like very surface level. Even when I sang love songs, it was like very, you know, bubblegum pop music and just it didn't have any real meaning. But now the music that I write, the music that I put out is touching people. People messaged me saying like, wow, this means so much to me. My song Easy, people used to message me saying I
love
had
that
a
song. That's literally one of my faves.
thank you.
Literally, so
I had
good.
people saying, they had a work interview to go to and they used that song as a, something to keep them going and
Yeah.
get them through, and they got the job. So yeah, like stuff like that never happened when I wasn't living in who I really am, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be doing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I found my calling, my purpose.
Love
Yeah.
that for you. And what would you say is your probably for you, just personally, what
Mm-hmm.
is your biggest achievement that you feel like you've done in music so far?
Ooh. Mm.
Just looking back to that girl who was dreaming, and because I feel
Yeah.
like I personally, I'm so proud of you. I feel like there's so much achievements that you've done. That's why I said, like, for you personally, what do you
Yeah.
think is your best one?
I would say, this is a good question because they all mean things to me in different ways. Um, I was, well, not me, but an album that I'm on
Mm-hmm.
was nominated for the Grammy last year. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then I won an award for best, you know what? I don't remember what category it is, but it's from
Yeah.
Jaria, which is the reggae organization in Jamaica. So to be
Mm-hmm.
recognized by them means
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
No, I love
I'm trying to think.
that.
I'm gonna remember some things after I leave and be like, but
That
the
always
brain right now.
happens. It's
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry. We can do part two in the future.
Yeah.
When I'm in Jamaica, I'll probably do something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So obviously you've lived in JA, you lived in London. What do you prefer? Obviously JA, because
Well, there's ups and downs for everything. The
yeah.
main thing I miss about Jamaica is just convenience, like Amazon Prime, you can't do that there. But for the weather, for the food, it's definitely worth it. And then I'm there by myself, even though I live there.
Yeah.
My family, a country me come from, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in Kingston, which is technically a new city. I'm by myself
Yeah.
in a way. So yeah, leaving my family and my friends here in London. Yeah, I miss you guys.
We miss you
But
too. We
yeah,
miss you too.
what can I say is better? I mean, I know,
Just
I
like,
don't know, but the energy where you get from Jamaica is just
oh, there's
is
nothing
different.
like it, innit?
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. So what do you think is like the best the best thing, like the top of your list about living in Jamaica? Would you say it's the vibes?
I'm gonna say the proximity to nature. So being able to just
Ooh.
walk to the Kingston, Jamaica itself is surrounded by mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So it means we have a lot of rivers,
Yeah.
and obviously the beaches. But
Mm-hmm.
being able to drive for 10 minutes and you're in the mountains and then your house is like down there. You can go up there, drive for another 5 minutes, and you've got a lovely river, a stream.
Yeah.
Drive for half an hour, 45 minutes, and you're at the beach. And me love my love grown myself.
Mm-hmm.
I love I love nature, I love water.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my favorite thing because right now I'm yearning. I have this strong like urge to be in the water, but me not going at the Thames.
Girl, you no one's going in the Thames.
Yeah, so it's great. That's my favorite thing about living there, I'd say.
And what would you say is like the most difficult thing or like the worst thing living in Jamaica?
Convenience.
Just
That's
the shipping and
it.
stuff?
That's it. Imagine.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not
And
even that deep. Like
no,
on the
no,
grand
girl.
scheme of things,
I'll be wanting my next day delivery
I'm
next
loving it
day.
here. I'm absolutely loving it. Like, oh, I don't have something to wear tomorrow. No problem. Just go and look it up and it's there. Yeah, that's my only thing I would say. And the bank there, man. If you try it with my bank account in
Oh
Jamaica,
God. Oh
Jesus. You have to
God.
bring your mother, your father in a physical form, your
It's
blood, your
it's
birth
too
paper.
much. It's too
Yeah,
much.
so yeah, that's another convenience thing
Yeah,
as
that just
well.
put me off. I was just like, something but
Yeah, I know me don't have a Jamaican passport again because convenient is so hard to like get a new one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. So, apart from obviously, your friend them and your family them,
Yeah.
what else do you miss about London? Just we alone are,
This is so
because
weird
I
to
don't know.
say, but
Yeah.
I miss the food. I miss the variety.
Oh, to Sri.
Hola, no man.
What?
Hola, me explain. Hola, no. Right. So boom. When you're living in Kingston,
Yeah.
which Najee noticed as well,
Yeah.
Anywhere you go is like 10 minutes away.
Mm.
20 tops, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going, like, if you're going to a venue, an event, a restaurant, it's not far. So that means there's not that many options.
Mm.
In London, I enjoy having the option to choose from like 7,000 different Thai restaurants alone,
Yeah.
rather than, but that's just because it's a small place. It's an island thing. So yeah, that's what I miss, is the variety. I know it sounds very funny, but yeah, the variety of food is not every day rice and peas and chicken.
I know you love your sushi, your raw, your sashimi, raw fish. But
what can I say? I'm not even going to try to deny it. Yeah.
Oh God, what have you been up to in London then? Just checking out restaurants?
Yeah, I've been doing some events and stuff. Obviously, I'm on the break, so I'm kind of using this as a little holiday in a way. But I'm still outside, music wise, and yeah, I've been trying to do. That's another thing as well. Experiences. They have the Cube here in London, which I want to go to. This is not an ad. Let me stop talking about.
Yeah, girl, they did not pay me for this advertisement.
But I'm only part things I can do in London. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been spending time with my mom and my sister, and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been a nice trip this summer, and I love summer in London.
And then I was about to say that, and the sun's been out for you. Come like say,
me not
bring
come
over
here
the
in the
sun.
winter.
Yeah,
my mother knows that if she don't come see me in a December, February time, if she don't come to Jamaica, I FaceTime alone, because I'm not coming over here. Or if I have a show, of course.
Yeah. So, when are we expecting new music from Khalia?
Very soon. I'm working on an album. Right now. Yeah.
Oh
well, girl,
my God.
Yeah. So, next year. But of course, there'll be singles and stuff coming out very, very soon. So yeah, just look out for it. I'm working.
Keep her
I'm
eye
on a
out.
break right now, but I'm still working.
Yeah, she's working. She's touring. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're done with the music now. We're gonna have a little girl talk.
Okay, love it. That's what I came here for. Never come for the interview. I want to. She know me already. But
some of the people that know.
When did you start? Yeah, I know. Your audience doesn't know who I am.
I didn't want to talk about the other day. We went to the concert.
Yeah.
We went to see Damien Marley, guys. That was an amazing concert. Big up him. That was that was so good. And there was one man. So for those who don't know, I'm blind, innit? I actually cannot see. Like,
it's really bad.
My eyesight's really bad. But I could feel someone staring at me through my blindness, that it was literally piercing my skin. And I was like,
that's how much he was literally like.
And literally, I said, no, I eyed. And I'm like, what the hell? Then at the end of the night, he actually came over to me and he actually apologized. Okay, so he's a self-aware man, and he said, you know what, I am so sorry for staring at you all night like a creep. I just wanted to talk to you and I didn't know how to approach you. And obviously, I did the usual line, which was, oh, thanks, but I have a boyfriend. And then you was like, oh, but isn't it so weird that we have to lie and say
that you have a boyfriend? Yeah.
Oh, because if that, they're not respecting your
No, it's really sad that men don't respect. And why do we say it? Is because as a woman, you feel like he's gonna not feel like it's happened before. They're gonna, what do you mean? We can't just be like, sorry, I'm not interested.
Exactly.
It's gonna be drama. It's gonna be crazy. So you have to use another male figure, to be like, or even if you say, oh, my brother a bad man or something like that, they'll respect that more than you saying, I'm just not interested. And it's crazy. But I also found it interesting that he apologized for being a creep. So he knew what he was doing.
He was that's why I said self-aware.
Yeah, self-aware, but stop. Like,
yeah.
Did you know?
No, I true enough.
Okay.
Because...
Sorry, I'm being a creep. It's not even like he was doing it for a minute. It was Damien Marley's whole set, bro. It's like an hour and a half.
No, it's true.
And so it's like, to say that is like, it's kind of, I'd say, a cop out, because it's either you come and speak to me at the time
Mm,
or you stop looking at me because you know that you're making me feel uncomfortable, but you're doing it anyway because
yeah.
you're getting enjoyment out of it. And that to me
Yeah.
is also a bit strange.
Yeah, that's weird. And I feel like there's a rise, especially over here, that when a female says, like, no, I don't want to talk to you, they're getting punched up, they're getting like physically assaulted, they're getting harassed. And I feel like that's so weird because it's like the fact that it's so many men that are doing it, like, who raised y'all? Please. Like, please, can we
It's
stop this? Like, public service announcement. It's okay for someone to not want
to
to get
not
to
want
know
to
you.
talk
Like,
to
it's
you.
not that deep. And I know they're probably thinking, oh, you're females, you don't know because you don't approach. But no one never forced you to go and approach the girl. So if she
Mm,
wants to say, I'm sorry, I'm not
it's okay.
interested, let her live,
It's
please.
okay. And even the them us saying that we have a boyfriend, going back
Mm.
to that, I have brain fog right now. Oh my god, I was gonna say something. Damn, that's very
I
annoying.
know, I hate when that happens. But I was going to say, like, when, like, you have to mention a man,
Yeah.
that's when things are F up because even sometimes, even if you mention a man, sometimes it don't work because sometimes they'll be like, let's still be
Yes.
friends.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So even though you mentioned the man,
Mm.
to them that doesn't, you're actually not saying you're not interested.
Yeah.
You're saying because I have a man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested. So that's why they can pose the question to say, oh, but can we still be friends? Because in their delusional minds, I want to talk to you, but I have a man, so I can't. That's what that means. That's
Mm.
why my man, anyway, I'm there. Listen to me. If a girl ever come talk to you, talk about she want your number, so she not gonna thump you down. So please don't tell her say you have woman.
Oh,
Just say I'm not interested. Cause that
thank
means
you.
say if I didn't,
Mm-hmm. Not true. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Girl talk by Khalia and Tanae. um, so you tell me something one time. You say crypto
Mhm.
is a red flag and finance is a red flag. Why? Tell the people then why.
When
I
did
want a
I
man
say
in
this to you?
finance. Did it? I don't want finance in my notes. I was like, oh, I'm going to ask this on a podcast.
I don't remember, but I have, briefly dated some uh, a couple men in finance, and yeah, today.
She's like, "Man, I don't want them. Red flag.
Red flag. Well, I don't know why they're quite similar. So, do you know what I
Yeah.
was thinking the other day?
Mm.
People who have similar faces, I'm talking off topic here, but I
Yeah.
was thinking because they have a similar job, they're usually similar energies.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, people that have similar faces, like, have you ever seen someone that resembles someone else and they have similar mannerisms? Have you ever noticed that?
Mm.
This is like, I've gone way far, but
Mm.
I've noticed it.
I know that I know that it's out there, but I'm just trying to think,
Do
do
you know?
I
Yeah.
personally know?
I think it's
What's
interesting.
your
But yeah,
star?
that's I just feel like, when you've been burnt once, not twice.
Yeah, no, I can say that because I feel like my first boyfriend was obviously Jamaican man,
Mhm.
born and bred, and I would never go there again. Like, don't get me wrong, my love Uno, but I don't want to date
You know
Uno.
what it is? The Jamaican man.
I'm sorry.
Don't get
I
me
love
started.
you lot, but I don't want to date you lot. I'm
Do you
sorry.
know what it is? I see the appeal. Like sometimes I'm sitting and I'm looking and I'm watching just in general life, and I see a Jamaican man and I see how he is and how he
Mm.
speaks to women, how he might speak to you. And may I say, yeah, I see the appeal. I get it because Jamaican men are very,
Them up the sweet malt.
them have the sweet malt. Una malt sweet.
Sweet. Come like set up
Bad.
guys school
Oh,
for learn how to talk sweet. I
and
swear.
I get it. I get it. I get it. But yeah, I've been burned before, Burn me once, shame on you. Burn me twice.
Honestly, no, with me, it's like I learned my lesson. Like I'm not someone that has to keep going back, keep going back.
Yeah. And I think,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't want to say this because I don't really like speaking negatively about my country, my homeland that I love so much.
Mm.
But I really can't say that I've seen many positive examples of
Mm.
Jamaican relationships.
Mm. Yeah,
It's really, really sad.
no, yeah, I feel like it's it's a bit it's a difficult one because I've seen examples where it's a good man but something alright. Him either get born or if him not get
The
born.
bun, why is the bun in such a, that's why I'm have to sing, there's no sharing, just carrying, take your time. Yeah, that's what that song is based off, because enough people love to talk about, we are going to give bun and everybody give bun, and that's what people talk about, and um it's a thing that's just accepted in the culture, not just Jamaican culture. I think I've seen it a lot on like social media.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, no, what happened to monogamy? Are we not doing that anymore? And if it is say
Mm.
born, do the polyamorous thing then.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
But what's
yeah.
the use with the hiding, and what's the point of hiding if
Yeah.
everybody's accepting it anyway? If
Yeah.
all we are say all we are get born, all
And
we
that's
are
what I
give
don't
born.
like about our country and culture, that it's like it's become a norm now. It's like, well, as long as me I get the funds, me I get the dividends and whatever,
Him can't give me
make him go on
bun.
that, yeah, make him go on that road. And like I don't like that
Yeah.
mentality because it's like, baby, like come on.
It's not
Like we've got to
worth
do
it.
better. Yeah, but I feel like I am seeing the women like leveling up now. Like I feel like
Yeah.
us, like our generation are like leveling up, but the
We're
older
putting
ones
our
are still
foot
stuck at,
down.
yeah.
We're like, hell no, you're not gonna be my daddy. Number
Yeah.
two, the hell, because we've seen it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like the examples that we've seen, it's really sad to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see everybody get born. We see we auntie, we sister, mother, whatever, sit down in at the bun and take the bun and say, but he's a good man, Savannah.
Good man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if a lot of Jamaican men were more honest
Mm.
and say to the women, babes,
Mm.
I got have woman a road.
Mm.
The fact that them a give the bun and the woman still staying there anyway. If you are honest, everything is fine.
Not true.
It's just honesty. If you don't want to live on a polyamorous life with the honesty, great stuff. I think that's what you got. You men need to start being more, not even honest. Be brave.
Yeah.
Be brave. Tell the woman them what is going on, and
You know
be
they're not going to want to
surprised.
hear it though, because a lot of people love to pretend that it doesn't bother them. Even when the man's hiding and they're allowing it,
Yeah.
they're pretending that it doesn't bother them.
But I feel like if you say it to that woman, they're gonna accept it.
She's gonna make up noise. I
You
don't
don't
know.
think?
No.
I think if you say it in the right way, if you's a real gallus,
Do you know?
you can get
Do you
away
know
with
one
that.
time? Yeah, I was talking to this guy. He's not Nigerian, so I actually got to tell you anyway. And he was rich. He was very rich. He's a footballer, whatever. And we was talking, and I found out while we was talking that he actually had someone back in Nigeria, or whatever. And then he was just like, "Oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna look after you anyway. Like, I'll look after you." And I was like, "What?" Like,
that's what they use.
yeah, I know. But I actually realized, like, to them, it's not a thing. Like, girls are out here like accepting this. Like, this is okay for them.
Yeah.
But I just, for me, I don't want to share my man.
Yeah, I mean, no sharing, just caring. But if that's you, that's you. It's just the honesty. Let's all just be honest about
because
what's
we're not judging
happening.
nobody's life, you know?
Yeah,
We're not judging nobody's lifestyle.
If that's what it is, that's what it is. But the pain and the hurt that comes from like infidelity and lying, it's not nice to see. And so that's what puts us off.
I've been there. I've been sick.
Yeah.
It ain't nice.
Yeah.
It ain't nice. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. But before we have to do our little game called This or That.
Okay.
So the people get to know you better. So are you a shoes girl or a bag girl?
Ooh, that's hard, you know. That's actually really hard. I'm gonna go with bag.
Same. I'm a bag girl all the way.
I'm gonna go with bag.
Through and through, baby. Would you rather have your hair done or your makeup done? You can only have one done.
My hair.
Same.
Because pretty on any side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of my makeup done and the ear don't look good? Come on now.
All right. Scissor Kalonji or Capleton?
Why you do this to me? No. Me not answer that.
Yo, I should have some white rum, right? Yes, I'm making a shot.
It's because I'm sober.
Have some white rum right here.
No, I
Oh
can't.
my God.
That's a hard choice.
All right, Bounty Arbini.
You know what? Maga Sabini.
Maga Sabini.
Yeah.
Tanya Stevens or Cecil?
Tanya Stevens. Tanya's
Yeah.
my girl.
Tanya Stevens is a legend. I love
As
her.
it is now. Yeah, I have a song with Tanya Stevens. I'm gonna go stream it. It's called No Answer.
Bop,
But
bop.
yeah, she's an amazing person, not just artist. So yeah, Tanya Stevens.
Lady Saw or Spice? The former Queen of Dancehall and the current Queen of Dancehall.
Jesus.
Oh God.
It's difficult.
Difficult boy.
It's difficult because I think in the era that you're in,
Yeah.
and the lyricism and the nuances,
Yeah.
like mana choose that one there.
Ay, Shakapoti.
Tap it up. I don't know.
All right. Shen Yang or Jada?
Girl. Shen's my girl though.
Jada's my girl.
I love me some
I love some
Shenseea.
Jada. Don't get me wrong, I love Shenseea.
But
I
Shenseea,
love me some Jada.
she is listen, that girl, the music, and I love her growth. You know, she has grown so much in so many areas. Not just the music, but the way that she looks and has, is presenting herself, and also her performance as well. Like, Shen, my girl. I'm a Shen Yang.
No, I
but my love,
no, that's what I'm saying. I respect it because my love the two of them.
Yeah.
But Jada, my girl.
Yeah.
East side, we say, hey. All right. Nicki or Cardi?
I'm not choosing that one. I'm just not. No, I'm not gonna choose that one. You're doing too much to me right now.
All right, we're gonna change it up. Dark or light liquor?
Light. Dark liquor makes me feel. I have drank way too much Hennessy in my younger life.
When did you start? She's obsessed with vodka, guys. Everyone go vodka.
What? Doesn't everyone have their liquor of choice? What? What's wrong with that? What, am I supposed to just go into a bar and be like, I don't know, like I've been here before, I know what I like. Yeah, but no, the dark liquor just, I think it's the memories and the flashbacks of, when you're young and you're drinking.
Do you know what? I have that with what's it, Ciroc Amaretto. I can never in my life drink that again. One night I went crazy. Oh God, I don't think I could. I think even if I smell it, it will finish me. It's crazy. All right, last one, and yeah. So obviously we're gonna take Jamaican music out of it because that's not fair.
Yeah.
So American music versus UK music.
Yeah, but you also have to whittle it down to the genre.
No,
you can't just
because I was gonna do that because then I was like, no,
let me just think about
too...
what I listen to the most, and I would say it's gonna be UK artists that I listen to more than American artists. So yeah, I'll go with that.
I feel like that's the wave I'm on in life right now as well. Like I'm more like UK, and I like UK rap actually. It's actually good, I would could sing, we are come up in our life, Yeah.
And I think it's really good nowadays that we don't have to look to the America like before. Like I was saying about going to LA, it was like the whole thing. I think even N-Dubs had like a whole program where they were going to LA, and it's not like that anymore. Thank God that we can have our own music industry here and still thrive without, trying to cross the waters.
One question I'm gonna forget for asks: who is your biggest musical inspiration?
Good question. I'm gonna say there's many, but the reason why I'm saying Rihanna is because she's the person that I really saw myself in. She's the person that I saw and I was like, wow, I can do this. She's another small island girl. We never had anybody like her before. Everyone was American, or if it was, dancehall artists, they never really like crossed over and made it like that, like big worldwide like Rihanna. So and I used to I used to try and like sound like her to do that voice that she had. I'm gonna do it now, but but so many other artists inspired me, like the Tanya Stevens, like the
Mm-hmm.
Lady Saw, um, Beyonce, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
I was even listening to grime, and growing up in London, it's like a melting pot. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'd say she is the one person that really made me feel like, okay, I can actually do this. It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, that's a wrap.